Let's get more on the state of the world economy. Cross over to Jan Randolph, Global Insight's Head of Sovereign Risk. Hi, Jan. Thanks for joining us today.
Morning.
Which camp are you in? I mean, are we going to avoid a double-dip recession?
We're certainly in for a slowdown and even a possibility of a quarter of negative growth. But I think, for a double dip, and if we mean a recession, 2 quarters of consecutive decline in GDP, I think that's unlikely. We need a serious downshift in demand, private demand in particular. And we've already been through that. We already had that in the last quarter of 2008. And that's triggered a whole lot of things. But it is unlikely this is going to happen again. We are expecting a slowdown, a global slowdown, particularly in the US. And that should be understood because we are at the mature phase of the inventory cycle. And also the fiscal stimuluses and other incentives governments have put into place, they're coming to an end. So we're going to get a slowdown of some sort.
Jan, I mean, you're sitting in Hong Kong. Often we chat face-to-face in London. Do you get a sense of a different world from where you're sitting? Obviously, a lot of the growth is going to come from that region over there. Absolutely.
I mean, China, Asia, the talk here, obviously, very encouraging Chinese figures over the weekend. Their deceleration is now coming to an end. There's still, everything's still double-digit here. And the new banking Basel 3 rules that came out, very encouraging, I think. But here in Asia, they're saying, our banks are okay. We already achieved what the West wants. It's still looking very favorable and positive in this part of the world. But having said that, even economies like China cannot be a locomotive for the global economy. They can certainly keep their heads way above water, while some economies in the West are still struggling, trying to get up. It is a different world here.
There certainly seemed to have been a positive reaction to the Basel III rules over the weekend, similar to the reaction that you've said. But there have to be some concerns, Jan, that the rules will be comprehensively applied on a country-by-country basis, surely.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all Basel agreements are gentlemen agreements. There's no legal sanction at this level. But it is good that it is G20. We're looking for this to reduce the risk of regulatory arbitrage, basically banks moving into countries with weaker rules. That seemed to have closed. They've closed that loophole down. The risk I see is in the execution, applying the rules, and also embracing the so-called shadow banking system. I think there was a real problem with previous Basels and previous regulations when a lot of operators didn't operate in the sunlight of regulation. And I think what has to happen, these rules have to be comprehensively, extensively applied throughout the financial system, and any kind of new evolutionary financial creature that may want to evolve around these new rules. And banks are very good at getting around rules.
Of course. Jan, thanks a lot. We'll chat to you soon. Jan Randolph there from IHS Global Insight.